Phil Hogan is returning to the Commission with a full in tray. There are a plethora of problems that he will need to address, and certainly trade will be a key topic on the Commission agenda in the coming 5 years. First of all, Phil Hogan will scramble to save the EU-Mercosur agreement. It has become a figurehead for MEPs to point towards the misalignment between trade policy on the one hand and environmental and climate protection on the other. While the appointment of a chief enforcement officer has certainly whetted the appetite, probably MEPs will demand a more substantial rethink of EU trade policy. He will also inherit troubled transatlantic relations. Officially, both sides are still committed to striking an agreement on tariffs and regulatory cooperation. Unfortunately, the threat of looming tariffs is large. There are still differences on how to address China, how to address WTO reform. MEPs will be particularly keen to hear how you will navigate these troubled waters. Another elephant in the room is China. Having been previously labeled as a systemic rival by the European Commission, MEPs will probably want to know whether a more assertive position is on the cards and what that approach would look like. It is certainly one of the test cases to see whether this Commission can live up to its promise to be more geopolitical in its outlook. MEPs will also quiz Hogan on the various threats to the international trade system. That problem is most urgent when you look at the WTO appellate body, which faces collapse as early as December. So far, a solution that satisfies the US has not been found. Can Phil Hogan articulate one? Lastly, keep an eye out for interventions on Brexit. Phil Hogan is not known to be mincing his words on the subject, in the past even describing it as a personal affair. Deal or no deal, at some point the UK will face the hardened negotiator from Ireland.